Polo. Later.
I like it when the crowd sits. Of course, I like it when the crowd sits around me. That way they get a little more reaction. All right, this is game number 2 against Park City. Park City lost their first game to NorCal. I can't remember what the score was on that, but game number 2, Park City here in the dark caps. It's going to be Carlsbad in white. Looks like Coleman, Julian, Cole, Finley, and Rowan starting out for us. And we are off. And Coleman wins the sprint. Carlsbad off to a good start. Ball's back to Julian. Julian across to Finley. Finley with the ball up top. Ordinary. Oh, Finley feeds it in to Cole. Cole back out to Finley. And Finley with a shot into the corner of the goal. That is going to be a turnover. Our ball. Be Rowan with the ball. Rowan looks out the pool to Cole. Cole pushing it up the pool. And that is going to be an exclusion. Our ball. Cole out to Julian. Julian puts it in for the goal. It's going to be a little over 5 minutes to go in the first. Score of 2-0. To the outside, that's going to be Finley defending. Ball's in, and Carlsbad swamps the ball. Leaf comes up with the turnover. Julian feeds it in to Coleman. Coleman turns and puts it into the net with the assist from Julian. Quick start for Carlsbad. This is going to be Benson, looks like subs in for, I believe, Cole. It's going to be Coleman defending up top. And Coleman just wearing him out. And that's going to be a turnover, our ball. Julian looks into Finley. Finley takes the shot again into the net. That is going to be goal number 2 for Finley. And Julian with his second assist. Oh, Julian with a great swim causes the turnover. Benson comes up with a steal. Ball's on the far side to Finley. Finley looking to feed it in. Benson looks to feed it in to Coleman. Coleman at set, going to work. There's an ordinary. And that is going to be our ball. Coleman starting after the reset. Gets it back into Rowan. Back out to Coleman. And Coleman with a shot off of Rowan's head. Rowan gets the rebound and puts it into the goal. Does somebody have the rebound off the head and then into the goal? And should have been an ejection there when it was our ball and they threw it away. And I believe that was Coleman. Stops, comes up with a steal. Back to Leaf. Leaf surveying the pool. Looks on the far side to Finley. Finley looks up, gets it into Rowan. Rowan going to work. And that's going to be an exclusion. Rowan out to Benson. Benson over to Coleman. Oh, feed it in there. Out to Julian. Julian with a shot and the goal in the bottom corner of the net. It's going to be Finley defending the ball over on the corner. Oh, big shot from outside, and Leaf says, not on my watch. Falls to the outside. That's going to be Julian that goes out to retrieve it. Julian into Benson, and Benson puts one in from the set. Julian racking up the assists right now. And some wholesale changes coming in. Looks like Julian is staying with Liam, Cole, Reed, and Charlie. Ball's in. That's going to be a steal for, I believe that was Charlie that came up with it. Ball's out to Julian. Julian looks in. Works it in. Great pass in to Charlie. Charlie with the shot just a little bit high. Ball's down the pool. That's going to be Cole defending. And don't know that that would have counted even if it had gone in. This is going to be up to Liam. Oh, ball under call. That is going to be Julian defending. Almost gets his hand on it. Charlie with the tip. And ball's up the pool. And that's going to be an ordinary foul. Be Reed defending now. Long shot. And they called an exclusion on Liam, it looks like. And that's going to be a 2-meter call on them, so that's going to be our ball. And I believe that that's going to be the end of the quarter. So after the first quarter, it's going to be Carlsbad 7, Park City 0.
Rowan's goal when it hit him in the face and he caught it.
That was unique. That was a that was a first one.
That was entertaining. I am entertained.
All right, coming out for the second quarter, looks like Julian is going to be sprinting with Reed, Liam, Cole, and Charlie. Oh, we've got Cole going in for the sprint. All right. So Cole, I think Coleman on that first one. I think that's the first one that's been won from that side. And so we're gonna have Cole on the sprint. Cole is off. Big push off the wall.
Cole. Pick it up, Cole. Way to fight, Cole.
And that is going to be Cole that comes up with a turnover. Cole looks up the pool to Julian. Julian pushes it and puts it into the net for goal number 8 for Carlsbad. Another quick start to the quarter there with a goal. And that is going to be Julian that comes up with the steal. Julian back over to Leaf. Leaf looks up the pool. Leaf down the far side to Charlie. Charlie's going to bring it in. Looks across the pool to Liam. Liam with a shot and a goal. Again, Liam with the goal puts us up 9-0. And great assist. Look across the pool there from Charlie. I can't do anything about it right now.
This video is private.
I can't do anything about it right now. Shell, send a message. Tell them to make sure they're clicking on the link on the Snapstat link. Not on. Don't go straight to YouTube. Click on that Snapstat link. Balls across to Cole. Cole with a rocket. It's going to be Charlie defending the ball over here on the near side. And Charlie just bugs him so much that the ball goes all the way to the far side. And Reed jumps that passing lane, comes up with a steal. Charlie. And Charlie rises up and puts it into the net. And Liam with a big shot. Shell, you can send a message and tell them to try again. See if it's on now. Oh, and Leaf keeps it out of the goal. Good save. Ball's down the pool to Liam. Liam looks into Charlie. Charlie makes him pay and puts it into the goal again. And shot is high. Carlsbad maintaining the shutout with a minute to go in quarter number 2. Liam, big strong, working it in. And shot just off the crossbar.
Robin said he can't find the video.
Okay, I can't do anything on it right now. Tell him to try the Snapstat link again. If not, go straight to YouTube. And that is going to do it for the first half. Carlsbad up 13-0. So it looks like somebody found it because they just jumped on. Off to start the third quarter. That's going to be Coleman on the sprint. Gets it back to Rowan. Sorry for those of you that were having technical issues. My fault. Ball into Julian. Julian turns, just gets it knocked out of his arm there. And Charlie with a quick swim, thought he might have come up with the steal there. And a great save by Leaf. And that's going to be Leaf up to Rowan on the near side. Rowan feeds it into Julian. Julian goes to work, and a great save by their goalie. It's going to be our ball at the 2-meter. Coleman on the reset. And Coleman back out to Finley. And that is going to be a 2-meter call. I believe that was Rowan down there. Said he might have been a little too close. And ball's going to be out to the near side. That is Coleman defending. And shot's a little bit high. Leaf again in great position. Finley over to Rowan. Rowan works it on the outside to Charlie. And official shakes his head and says, no, you're not allowed to do something. I don't know what it was. Coleman defending. And young man makes a good move and gets around Coleman. But a great defensive switch by Julian. Good job talking, communicating, making sure they were covered. Ball's down the far side to Rowan. Rowan across to Julian, and Julian puts it in on the backside of the net. And Charlie jumps the pass, comes up with a steal. Charlie feeds it up ahead to Finley. Finley across to Rowan. Rowan works it around, dumps it into Coleman, and Coleman turns and puts it into the net. That will put the score 15-0. And again, Charlie working to stay in front. Shots just wide. Charlie comes up with the rebound. And Leaf with the ball up to Finley. Finley with the ball at the point. Oh, Finley almost had the pass in there to Charlie. Over to Coleman at the wing. Coleman trying to feed it in. And again, the official shakes his head no for some kind of violation. And shot just off the crossbar, stays out of the net. Again, the intimidating presence of Leaf there. Coleman feeds it into Charlie. Charlie feeds it into Julian. Julian just off the bar. And a great recovery swim on defense by Finley, coming up with that steal. 7 seconds to go in the quarter. And we are content with letting that run out. So that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Score of 15 for the good guys, 0 for the bad guys. And starting off the fourth quarter is going to be Coleman, Reed, Cole, Liam, and Benson. And that is going to be fed into Cole at the set. Cole just a little bit high on the shot. Good strong shot, just off the crossbar. Reed with the defense. Pass across the pool. Coleman gets the deflection and comes up with the steal. And Coleman's going to lead the break. And Coleman over to Cole, and Cole puts it in for the goal. With just over 5 minutes to go in the game, it's going to be a score of 16-0. Carlsbad pitching the shutout. It's going to be Cole that comes up with a steal. And Cole gets it back up top to Liam. Liam tries to feed it into set. And I believe that was a 2-meter call. Cole trying to sneak his hand in there and come up with a steal. And Reed jumps that passing lane, steals it. Gets it back to Leaf. Leaf with the ball up to Liam on the near side. Liam. Coleman. Coleman across to Benson. Benson on the far side in the corner. Benson back up to Coleman. And Coleman with a skip shot from the wing. Three minutes and 46 seconds to go in the game. That is a score of 17-0. Andy, go tell Nico to put Charlie back in and let's get him this this hat trick. Please. I think we should start chanting for him. And Liam with the ball up to Coleman on the wing. Coleman out to Liam. And Liam looked like he wanted to take one there. Liam, he's working it around. And a big shot into Leaf. Leaf with a big save. Got to add something in there, Steve. Ball's over to Liam on the wing. Liam looks across the pool, and that is going to be an ordinary foul. Ball's out to Cole. Cole with a shot, and ricochets, pinballs off of like 12 spots and makes it into the net. Oh, there we go. Charlie's got 2 minutes to make it happen, guys. Let's go, Charlie! And it's going to be Cole defending now. Oh, Cole almost comes up with a steal. Shot just a little bit wide. Ball's up to Charlie. Charlie into Liam. Liam rises up, takes him out, and puts it into the goal. It's like Finley coming in for, I believe that's Cole. And Benson with a quick swim to stay in front. Ah! And that puts Park City on the board. Steve, Leaf might get beat later. Finley over to Reed. Reed back out to Finley. Finley at the point. Finley looks into Liam. And shot high off the crossbar. And Leaf making up for the last goal with a great save. Get it to Charlie. Oh, he's got the inside position too. Get it to Charlie. And that's going to end the game. The final score of 19-1. If our goalie hadn't given up that last goal at the end. There's Dad right there. All letters and disappointment go to him. No, I'm just kidding. Another great game by everybody. And there's one of our ladies with the checkerboard. Don't look directly at it, it'll hurt your eyes. And that is going to do it for game number 2. Carlsbad wins 19-1, 2-0 in JO so far. We'll be back for game number 3 at 1:40 this afternoon against NorCal. Should be a pretty good game this afternoon. Playing for first place in our group. We will see y'all later. Hopefully no issues with the live stream link. And peace out.
Yeah, I ordered lunch. I'm going to pick it up. But we have tents out there.